Good morning. Day 6. Breakfast has been had. We just checked out of the hotel. Had breakfast down there with those views and those views from the other side. We are going to go find where the cable car / gondola thing is that'll take us up to the top of a mountain over that way, and then take a hike. And then from there, we'll have to check into our next hotel.
Yes.
And doggo. There's a doggo. We love dogs. All dogs. So we're gonna give this a whirl. We don't really hike, so this is gonna be interesting. I think it's like a 2.5 hour hike.
We have on gym shoes.
That we want to take. She has on these
cheap hiking things.
Thingamajiggers, and
I
got a new pair of Merrells on that I already don't like. I like my gym shoes. These are goofy. So I don't know. We'll catch up with you when we find our way to the cable car. Mileage / kilometer log. It was right at 400 kilometers yesterday with all of our random detours and stops we made. Not a terrible day. Today should be relatively short. This is probably like a 10-kilometer drive, and I think we're done driving for the day.
Rest on foot.
Rest on foot. I say that now, but that's subject to change. These views are unbelievable. How's the cable ride?
Excellent. A little steep.
A little steep.
Steep for sure.
We had found a trail online, but what they called it is not what it's called here, so we can't find exactly which one. But it's supposed to be a hike that'll take you to a little hut. It's supposed to have awesome coffee out on the top of the mountain.
And a toilet.
A little red toilet in a box.
A loo with the view.
A loo with the view is what they called it. So we're gonna just take a guess and take one and see if it gets us there. Up until this trip, I would have said that Jackson Hole was the most beautiful place I had been, but I'm pretty sure this takes the cake. And I think if you come back in winter, it'll look even more amazing. I would love to come here in winter. We will definitely come in winter.
The cow's butt.
Yeah, these just little old buildings are so awesome to me. Like built into the side of the hill, all stone, thick as heck. You can tell that the walls have to be 18 inches thick. How it's inset the windows are. What do you think, honey?
I think it's amazing.
And also, everybody else here has walking sticks. I think maybe we should invest in a set of those if this is something we enjoy doing. Like I said, we really don't hike. We'll see. I think downhill harder than uphill to an extent. When it's like a gentle grade down, it like beats the bejeebus out of the front of my shins and my hip. And of course, the whole first section's downhill, which means we have to come back up this way too. There's a little creek running down there, cowbells jingling all over down there. I think it's crazy that that's their grazing area. It's like the side of a mountain. I mean, they're all over. All right, we started seeing a bunch of signs, and none of them sounded like where we wanted to go. So it turns out they've got phenomenal cell service even up in the mountains here. So we just looked up the hut and hit walk. Good thing we did, because we were going the wrong way. So we're backtracking back over there to get on there, turn the showboat around, about faced it. About a 42-minute hike from where we're at right now. And that's where we started, up there. So far, we made it down there, and it's taken us about a half an hour. Not too bad, but the weather's absolutely phenomenal. Any warmer than this, and it would be miserable, I think. This hike that we've ventured up to is steep, and a lot of rock. One nice thing about having people come off the pass, you get off the path, and you take a break. And that makes me feel so out of shape. That lady just came cruising by. No poles, which means she came up because you had to go up this path to go where we're going to come back down. And she is just zipping along, no problems. And I'm over here having a heart attack. The doggos are putting in more steps than anybody. They run up, then they turn around and run back down. Then they run up, and then they run back down. Definitely need to work on cardio. As we're making another turn, that up, that way. I don't think it's taken us like 10 minutes. I think it was the last 200 meters.
Yes, this is true.
We have 600 left to go. It'll be 4 hours. I don't know if you can see a little glider plane down there, but he looks like he's having a riot. I think we're gonna come over this crest and it's gonna be gorgeous. There's St. Moritz down there, Silver Plana. Oh yeah. We've started our descent. Turns out, yes, still very hungry. They don't take card there. They have a QR code that you can scan and pay, but you have to have a Swiss bank to do that.
We don't have that.
We don't have that. Or they'll take Swiss franc or euro.
Don't have that.
We don't have that either. Everywhere we've been traveling, we just use cards for everything. And the shame is, I had called my bank to order Swiss francs before I left. The exchange rate, they were going to me like 8% or something crazy. I was not willing to give away that much percentage, so we will go hungry until we get back to where the tram came in. I know it sounds super windy because it is, and it really sucks because they had cake up there that looked amazing. I wanted the cake. All right, it looks so close.
That's okay.
We just need to go right there. We gotta go all the way down to the valley over there, down there, zip up, and some of this downhill stuff is treacherous. Took another pause to breathe, break time, and also, this is just the most beautiful view. I think out of all the different views we've seen on this hike, the view through this valley where the Lake of St. Moritz and Silver Plana in the background, I think those lakes just make it look just unbelievable. We've got to take a stop a few times, not just to breathe, but just to take in the views. This view is the better view because you get everything I mentioned on the last one. And you get another valley with the glaciers on top of the mountain, big stream running down it. This is the view right here. Just absolutely spectacular. We found dinner, or not dinner, lunch. We had lunch.
Banana split.
The banana split, and a burger. Actually gave her half of my burger, and it was still the perfect size. Like, I'm stuffed, she's stuffed for sharing a lunch. But the view from lunch does not suck.
Here's a fun fact. They put lemons in
Yeah.
Coke.
Lemon and a Coke.
It tastes pretty good.
Yeah, it actually does taste pretty good. So I think we're probably going to catch the next, well, probably the 2 trams from now down, the next tram. Because it is, 3:40, and the next tram's at 45, and then the one after that's at 4:15. So we'll grab the 4:15 and just sit here and enjoy the views. Then we'll head to the hotel and get checked in. And we will catch up with you guys there. We just checked into the hotel, and I will have to try and get a video of the lobby when we go down later. A little opulent for our taste, but it is nice. We're at the Kulm, Kulm in St. Moritz, and here's our room. And the flashy lights, sorry about that. I don't know how to fix it. It just happens. Got our bathroom. The best part about this room is the view. Got our bedroom and our own little terrace out here, looking over the lake. We were originally slated to stay here for one night and then head down to Ticino next, but we just decided to stay a second night here and then figure out what we're doing. We kind of want 2 days in one spot to boost out a little bit. We've been on the move quite a bit, as you guys know. So we're gonna get unpacked. They have a golf course here, but they close at 6. So I'm gonna try and find the pro shop real quick, see if I could get a tee time for tomorrow, a set of clubs, and get a quick round of golf in. And then dinner and figure out what to do from there. We're definitely gonna have to cruise around and take a walk tomorrow through St. Moritz and actually check out all the shops, check out all the buildings around here. It's like a cool little town. So we'll keep you posted. I think we ended up, I wore my Garmin on that hike. We went and it was just over 15,000 steps. The steps weren't the bad part, it was the vertical climb. They kicked my butt. Now we know 100% when you do stuff like that, have the hiking sticks. It'll make it a lot easier. So we'll catch you whatever we do next today. Well, we ended up wandering around town and leaving the GoPro in the room. Sorry about that. Then we went and sat in the lobby by the, totally random. We just went and sat in the lobby and we're sitting by the windows. They had snacks out and we saw a waitress walk by and we asked her for a drink and she said, wait, 2 minutes, 7 o'clock. We're like, okay, whatever. Promptly at 7, dude shows up, starts playing the piano. Servers show up out of the middle of nowhere. Champagne, orange juice, finger foods, everything. We meet a gentleman from the UK who's been here numerous times, just got in this morning, and we talked about world travels for an hour.
Yep.
We went downstairs, had pizza that was delicious, and they made her off-menu gluten-free pizza
And bread.
and then brought her bread that she didn't ask for was gluten-free. She was super stoked.
Stoked.
We ended the day at right around 20,000 steps. And driving, again, I didn't look at today's, but it can't be but like 30 kilometers. It wasn't much. It was mainly hiking and hoofing, but we are beat. It is 9:30. This is sad, but we are turning in. This is the end of today's adventure. We will catch up with you guys in the morning.